best FIFA 18 tips. Check out fifasolved.com.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another FIFA 18 tutorial. This is the driven or pinpoint driven pass tutorial. This one is incredibly overpowered. You really want to be using this, guys, if you don't already. You probably knew about it from previous FIFAs and you might think that you might not need it. Trust me, you need it. All the pro players use it, all the great top FIFA players use it. Foot Champions level, as you're seeing on the screen now. These clips are from Foot Champions and High Online Seasons. So the controls, let's get into them straight away because they're very, very simple. So obviously the first thing you want with this pass is to identify the players, and the great thing about it is you can get to that player there that's circled. That's the difference between a normal pass and this driven pass that I'm going to be talking about in this tutorial. So to do it, all you do is hold down the RB button on Xbox or R1 button on PlayStation and the pass button. As simple as that, guys. Like I said, it is very, very simple controls. But in this tutorial I'm going to be covering 3 different ways in which you need to be doing it. So the first way is about getting it up the pitch. That's what it's great for. It's great to start your attacks even from defence, to just get it up the pitch nice and quickly. And the differences between this pass and the normal passes, them annoying CDMs that are going to be cutting out the passing lanes, like your Kantes, your Pogbas, your Matuidis, your Nangolans. And they're so bloody good at it, especially if you're coming up against a really, really great player. And also the defenders cutting the passing lanes, as I've showed you in the interceptions video. You know, if you come up against a player that's been doing that to you, it's very hard to intercept a pinpoint driven pass. It really is, guys, because it goes at such speed. And one tip I want to give you straight away, I mean, that was a great driven pass. This guy was hard to beat. You could see it was 0-0 at 49 minutes. I think this is Division 1 in the online season. And I find Sane at the bottom from a driven pass, one touch, and then bang, no driven shot. It undoes defences. It unlocks the greatest of players' defences. Here, pinpoint pass straight up. It gets this attack going, and Mbappe gets on the end of this threaded through ball and puts it away. But it's the power. You don't need to put much power into these because they're already powerful passes. Now, the normal pass, you can power up the power gauge, but with these, 2 bars is the highest you want to put it at. And this is a great example here. I received the ball with Bailly. He's in the left back position. Watch from the left back position to 10 seconds later. I do 3 driven passes. 1 to Fernandinho, 2 Fernandinho to Ali, and then with Ali, 3 up to Sturridge. I do the 1-2 pass, and we create a goal scoring opportunity from left back position in less than 10 seconds because I did 3 driven passes to get the ball up the pitch. And every single one of these clips you're seeing has a driven pass in it. Here it's a glitch cross. I'm going to be covering that as well later in the tutorial. There's so many ways you can use this driven pass, and I use it a lot because it needs to be at my level, you know, Division 1 and Division 2. Again, this is the second thing I want to talk about now, is introduce modes into the striker. You want to do driven passes into strikers. You'll notice they're free 90% of the time as well. And this is what you want to do. Why you want to do this is you can bring others into play like I do there with Overmars, or you can maybe do a skill move straight after receiving the ball and then take a shot on yourself. You might be in a shooting opportunity, shooting position. Here I'm trying to get it to that striker again so I can open up the play and bring others into play. But you see my opposition opponent here, he's using Fernandinho and he's cutting the passing lane. Very, very clever. Keep your eye on him. He's cutting the passing lane to Mertens. As you can see, I've put it on the screen there. There's a passing lane. He's cutting it. And he tries to stop me from getting to Dembele. He's moving him side to side. He's a great player, this player was. And in the end, at this point, he is just about free Mertens with Coyote. So I do a driven pass. And Fernandinho still nearly gets it, but because it's a driven pass, it just about reaches Mertens. And then again, I don't stop there, I do another driven pass into Mertens. Even that close you can do them. You probably didn't know this, but you can, guys. And it's in the back of the net, first time finish. You can do driven passes. You think that will bounce off them, just don't put much power in. Just tap the pass button when they're that close as that is there. Just tap the pass button, because you don't want much power. And you can do them that close. Obviously, it's great for distances as well. Bonus tips. This is about the glitch cross. I could have done this in a separate tutorial, but this is what I like. I like to give loads of tips out of value in one tutorial, if I can. And I covered this last year, but it's just as good this year. Instead of the double tap cross, the low cross, it's ineffective. Do the driven cross, the driven pass. 2 bars of power, that's the max you want with a driven pass, trust me, because it's a powerful pass. This is what I'm trying to tell you, guys. You don't need to put power into these passes. And obviously I'm going to be aiming the left stick up in the direction towards Mertens, and he puts that one away from the Sterling glitch cross. It is a great cross. This is it's thinking out the box. It's quite known now. It's been on the game a couple of years, but it's great. It's better than double tap cross. Here again with Riyad Mahrez, I did a driven pass down to Overmars and it's in the back of the net. It reaches him at such quick pace that he's always going to get on the end of it. With the double tap cross, the low cross, they're not good enough. They're crap. They always get cut out by the defenders. I really think they're so poor, and I have done for a few seasons now. And finally, here with Overmars, driven pass down to Kane, and it's in the back of the net for champions. So there you go, guys. That's 3 things I wanted to show you about this driven pass. I wanted to show you how to do it. I'm sure most of you know how to do it, but for the newbies, I guess. And for you guys that are quite experienced on the game, and for you newbies, this is video for everyone. You know, about getting it up the pitch. That boy, I was at left back, and then we suddenly created a goal scoring chance within 10 seconds. It gets you up the pitch. It stops the CDMs and defenders from intercepting easy passes and ridiculous balls to really hard to intercept balls. And the second point, bringing that striker into play, whoever it is, it's Mertens for me, but whoever it is for you, you know, bringing them into play so I can sometimes do a pinpoint pass up to the striker that's always free, and then maybe I'll get a shower of Mertens, a finished shot just outside the box or inside the box, or maybe I'll bring others into play like I showed you with most of the clips. It's good for bringing others into play though. To get your build-up play going in the attacking third. And the third point, the glitch cross, to use that, guys, if you get a one-on-one situation in the box where you know, well, a two-on-one I suppose it is, to finish it off with a driven pass and then a tap-in. So guys, that is the tutorial for Daily FIFA 18 tutorial. I have more tutorials up for you soon. I've got quite a lot ready actually. I've been editing them all week, and I'm going to have marquee matchups back this week. I'm going to be starting to do that again. Career mode videos as well. And yeah, guys, I want to end it now because it's quite a long video, but I have given out a lot of tips in it. So thanks for watching, guys. Like if you appreciate it, and I'll see you for the next one.